Hello folks, this is Steve AB4L. It's about 1:40 in the morning. I published a video for today just after midnight, and actually I published one during the evening after I got home from having fun outside. And also around 2 in the afternoon I published a video. I want to show you something. Now you've already seen an episode where I indicated there was something not quite working right. Well, let me show you another one. Now, this is my Firefox browser. I'm not logged in. Let's go to the Steve AB4L, my channel. This is what I showed you before. I've published 2 more videos since, and it doesn't show it in this view. But in this view it does. See, there's the one I was speaking of. But I've published 2 more since. This in the evening and this one about an hour and a half ago. Now I'm going to have to use this view to show you. Now remember, I'm playing my own video. Let's open this in a new tab. Now I have to click it to start it. Hello folks, this is Steve. What I want to show you is at the end. In the last 20 seconds of any video, there's the chance to show a playlist in case somebody might like to see some other videos of yours that are somehow related to the one they just watched. This video is 40 minutes and 57 seconds long. And right now, if you take 20 from 57, that's 37. 40, 37. The playlist should be showing. But they're not. Ta-da! Steve AB4L. Just having fun. We're about 7 or 8 seconds from the end. We're not seeing any playlists. I'm logged into my channel. This is the Chrome browser. Here's the video. Now, you may not be familiar with the Creator Studio, but that's the video. And if I click on this here, this is the part you set up when you're publishing. And down here there's something called end screen. This is the end screen for the video I just showed you. This is the panel where you can, if you choose, to put various things during the last 20 seconds of the video. And I wanted to show 3 playlists. But they're not there. When I discovered this, I actually started to make another video and something went wrong. When I published this video earlier today, in the afternoon, I didn't put anything on the end screen. But you can see that there is something now. That's because I put it there about 20 minutes ago. I didn't put anything on this one intentionally. Let's look at it. Remember, I'm playing my own videos. I have permission. This is the start. We want to go to the very end. Now, I put this 20 minutes ago, approximately, and it's showing. Now the point is, I published a video just after midnight. I said there should be 3 playlists on it, but they're not showing now, an hour and 3/4 later. 20 minutes ago, I went into a video where I hadn't put any, and now it's showing it. I put it in, and it's showing it. So why wasn't, so we're going to try an experiment. I'm trying to think of how you take out. Well, that's a good question. I can add elements. Oh, can I undo? Can I undo it? Discard changes? That has a different meaning. So if I do that, oh, there it is. I can take it out. You notice that this hasn't highlighted the save. Now I click on that and I do this. And now, and why did I have to take the second one out for it to be effective? Because this one here is the 2 together. See, there's different formats. There's different formats. So now I can say save. Now, how long ago did I do that? Now here, what we'll do here is, I'll hold the Shift key down, and I'll reload the video. It's ready to play again. It begins playing. This is one I put up this afternoon. Or this evening around, maybe 6 hours ago. So now I go there, and you can, I'm in the very last 20 seconds, and that stuff is gone. Let's go back to my studio. Let's go back here. Let's go here. Let's go to the end screen. I published this an hour and 3/4 ago. It shows that there are 3 things plus this that should be playlists showing during the last 20 seconds. Let's go to the Firefox browser and let's click on that video and let's go to the very end, and they're not there. All right. So why? But let's do the experiment. It's going to be a double experiment. We go here, we click that, and we trash barrel it. And we click this one, and we trash barrel it. Now, you notice that it allows me to save. Why? Before, when I took something out of the other one, I had to take 2 things out. And the answer is, those are extra. I still have this the subscribe thing, and I still have at least one playlist, which is the format. So I'm going to save it. Now, why did I do this? I've come in now an hour and 3/4 after I published, when it wasn't showing what I asked it to for playlists in the last 20 seconds. Now let's go back to the Firefox browser and let's reload that video. It's ready to play. We want to look at the very end. This is the end, and it hasn't fixed it. Hang on. Let's go back into here. Let's go back into the end screen. And now let's trash can that. Notice that the save isn't bright yet. I have to get rid of this and then it'll come up, I can save it. Trash can that, and now I can save it. So what's my status now? My status is that it's not trying to show any playlists. But now it's an hour and 3/4 since I set this up and published it with playlists, but I just took them out. So let's play a game. This is the style I use. You see it's got the subscribe thing. We put this here. We put this here. And I'm going to say reminiscing. This is the minimum for that style. I'm going to say save. Now I've redone it. I haven't done this before. I'm investigating what's going on. So I go back here. I hold the Shift key down and I ask it to completely reload the video. It's ready to play. Hello folks, this is Steve. Remember, I'm playing my own video. Then I want to go to the very end. Steve AB40, just having fun. And there's nothing there. I reset it, and there's nothing there. What is it about this video that they don't want to? Is it because of the length? It's almost 41 minutes long. Is it because I haven't given them enough time? Let's load it again. Start to play it. Go to the end. It actually looks like right now, because we don't know the actual date of the satellite view. Ta-da! We're in the last 20 seconds. Just having fun. It's not there. So I go back in here. I go back in here. The stuff is still there. I can add an element, playlist. I want to put in my wandering mind. Good. I want to add another one. I'm putting it back. And I want to put in the brainstorming, and we'll get it off my face. And we'll pull this down just a little bit, and we'll say save. Now we've changed it three ways. reload the video. Now remember, we did another one and it did it right away.
Hello, folks.
Now we go to the end.
Ta-da! Steve AB4Yo.
And the stuff isn't there. Oh, wait a minute! Oh, wait a minute! Wait a minute! What? Oh, this is good. We just learned something. How long it takes for it to do it. How many components do you see there? Now remember, what I did is I went in and I took out all three, played the video to see, right? And well, they weren't there anyway. So then first I just added the subscribe plus one playlist, which is the basic mode of that choice. And when I came and played it, it didn't work. So I'm going to look at the video and I'll tell you the time length it took, because this just appeared. I started to say it wasn't there and then it just appeared. That's the time it takes from making a change for it to get published. Remember, it's a big machine. So what's the prediction now? Why aren't there two more? Why aren't there two more? I'm intentionally waiting. I'm intentionally stalling. I'm analyzing. I'm learning what their time frame is. Now I go back here, I hold the shift key down and I reload the video again. I have to tell it to start playing.
Hello, folks. This is Steve AB4Yo.
Then I go to the very end.
Actual date of the satellite view. Ta-da!
And there's those two. It looks like I have to wait a little bit longer. But let's review. Just to refresh you that they really are there. Oh, I got to get out of there. Pardon me. Now, just to review, while I'm waiting, in this view, you can see the video we're working on. You can see the one that was published in the late afternoon, and you can see the one that was published around 2 o'clock. But in this view, there's two things missing, and I've already done an episode about that. Now I'm stalling for time. Now I'm going back to Firefox, and one last time, I'm going to reload the video and hope there are 3 playlists there, in addition to the subscribe.
It actually looks like right now, because we don't know the actual date of the satellite view. Ta-da! Steve AB4Yo. Just having fun.
Now, what's peculiar about this view? What's peculiar about what we're just looking at now? A few moments ago, we saw one playlist and a subscribe, but we're not seeing it now. What happened? Oh, it must be the browser. It's tired out. Let's start another browser. I'm not logged in. There's the YouTube homepage, not logged in. At SteveAB4EL. There's the video. Let's play it. It's my video. I can do it.
Hello, folks. This is Steve AB4EL.
Now I'm going to the end.
Right now, because we don't know.
And look at what's there. Why would there be a difference? Now it isn't the additional ones, is it? I just used a different browser. Just for the fun of it, I'm going to kill Firefox. I'm going to kill that one. Now this is, see, that's my subscribe thing. This is the, now I'm going to hold the shift key down and I'm going to reload it, and this is in the context. Notice it plays differently. The Firefox browser forces me to click to play, but the Chrome browser, the Brave browser doesn't. Now we're going to the end.
Ta-da! Steve AB4EL. Just having fun.
And now it's not there. And a moment ago, they were there, and now they're not. With this browser, in the time pan for me to go and kill the Firefox browser and come back to this, just while away a little time. What's going on? Why is it hit or miss? And why is it if I go to my latest one,
right now, because we don't know the actual date of the satellite view. Ta-da!
there's nothing there. Now, I'm going to end up by saying, I have a theory about what's happening. Each time I use, this is past experience, each time I use a different browser, which data center handles me depends on which browser it is. You just have to take my word for it. When I use different browsers, they are not able to tell that it's the same guy because I'm using different browsers and they have different browsing experiences and stuff like that. And my past experience has been that there are, you know, their behind the scenes thing is gigantic and there's data centers all over the place. And I believe that when I come on with this browser, or they know me, but they don't know I'm, and they route me to a particular handler location. And then when I come on with a Brave browser, they actually route me to a different one, and when I come on with a Firefox one. And behind the scenes today, or even yesterday, there's something going on. Maybe it's inability to keep up with the demand. there's probably a central database that actually has the specification for whether or not the playlist, as an example, what's going to be on that last 20 seconds. And these different data centers that are each one handling my different browsers may or may not be able to effectively communicate back to get all of the information that they need in order to give me the polished, finished product with all of its elements. Because the whole thing about the way these things are done is it's not like a 35 millimeter movie film where once they make a print, that's it, it's fixed. Their whole thing is dynamic and it's built of pieces, and the pieces are handled by different resources, and they're all hooked together by something called a messaging system. And behind the scenes today, there may be a problem with the messaging. So that when I used the Brave browser and a few minutes ago, it was showing me one stage of the corrections I did as an experiment, subscribe plus one playlist, but whether or not they can show to me depends on which browser and at what moment it is. And even a reload, now let's reload it again. This is the Brave browser. A few moments ago, it did show me that there should be at least a subscribe and a one playlist, but there are actually supposed to be 3 playlists. And what are we seeing? I just reloaded it. What are we seeing? We aren't seeing the full correction. We're seeing the half correction, right? Here I am. I am logged in. I go to the Creator Center. For that video, I go to the end screen, and there's supposed to be a subscribe plus 3 playlists. But right now, off and on, the Brave browser is either showing me the intermediate fix where I got rid of all of it, and then I brought back just that, the standard formula, and then a few minutes later I came in and added 2 more, and that added 2 more so far either hasn't made its way through the messaging system or got lost. But it's in the basic thing in the Creator Studio. But we're looking at a malfunction, ongoing dynamic degree of malfunction changing. The degree of malfunction is changing behind the scenes. I'm doing it in real time. We haven't had the Brave browser on for over 5 minutes. This view does not show that video. There's something wrong behind the scenes. We have to look on the home thing. It does show the video. It's starting to play. We go to the end. Ta-da! Steve AB4Yo. And now it is showing that, but it still isn't showing the full fix. So I'm just giving you a peek behind the curtain. Does this sort of thing surprise me? Again, I'll pat myself on the back. I'm retired. I used to work for an internationally known, internationally operating IT company. I used to be second level support, level 2 report for a major product that back then lots and lots of companies, businesses, whatever, used it as a basis for having a web presence. And what does support do? They open a problem on a record and they say, it was working yesterday, but it isn't working now. We can't figure out why. These people may or may not know this is going on. I haven't told them. And it kind of fades in and out if you think about it. Another possible explanation is that they may be changing their overall rearrangement behind the scenes under the pressure of the need for AI computing resources. And there may be a little bit of chaos because they have so many different elements that there's a primary one, but if that one can't handle it, it'll ask someone else to take over. Yeah, they do that. And that's not a new concept. That's the way the telephone systems used to work when they computerized. Oh no, even when they were dial-up. If the main route for the dial-up between New York and San Francisco didn't go by the regular path, there was a fallback. It'll go through Chicago and then it'll go down to Houston and then it'll get to. It just take a little longer to connect because they knew there can be sometimes overload problems and the main route may not be available because of capacity depletion, but they don't want to have no service beep, beep, beep. So then it falls back to, and I think that's kind of what's going on now. It's not fully up to handling, but it's got fallback that sometimes works and sometimes doesn't. It's not crashed. All right, I hope it's been educational and entertaining. Oh, one last. I'm reloading. I'm replaying. This is Firefox. I'm going to the end.
Just having fun.
It's there. I'm just having fun. You heard it. Steve A. before you, just having fun. Saying see you in 73.